Big Fekky. I'm good, lad. How are you?
Good, man. I'm good. I'm out.
New music coming, sir. You've been quiet.
No, man.
Where you been?
You know, that's been recording. It's been chilling. I feel like when I came in, I was buttering it. I was just like, see, like from the outside, it looks easy, but when you do like 5 years of hotel to hotel, mad food to mad food, just drunk all the time and stuff, I needed to kind of take a break, man, and do you know what I mean? Get in the studio and focus, because it's hard, man. I'm naturally a wild guy, you know what I mean? So sometimes I got to kind of hone myself down to get to work, you get me? This is weird.
So literally a period of reflection and focus.
Yeah, reflection, focus. I got kids as well, spend some time with them as well, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like there was a time, like when I slowed down for a minute and I sat with my son and I realised that I just didn't really, I wish I know him, but I feel like there's little things that I feel like I kind of missed, do you know what I mean? And little things he wanted to do, like he wanted to do boxing and and just unintentionally, do you know what I mean? I kind of neglected that, do you know what I mean? And it's not always something everything you can throw money at. That sort of time is valuable, you know what I'm saying? And you can't. So I need to just do that as well, do you know what I mean? Just spend more time with my family and that as well. Like, so it's more like that more, do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just basically what I was up to. And then in the studio, I recorded the album. I started recording the album last year. And then, I don't know, I kind of lost a bit of love for the music. I don't know what happened. I think I got more, I was with my kids a lot and stuff. And then online, I went through a breakup as well and stuff like that. And it was just like,
Do you want to talk about that?
no, it's not to be to talk about it. It happened, it's done, do you know what I mean? But having people talk about it online every minute.
That's why I asked if you want to talk about it, because it's like you're leaving it to everybody else to talk about.
But the thing is, there's not much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I be honest with you, yeah, it's one of those ones. There's not no what's the word? There's no punchline or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it didn't happen, it didn't work out, it kept moving. But it's like with me, I'm not the era I grew up in. I didn't grow up in internet era. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say to me, like the way I move in general, I'm always trying to duck the internet. So it's like when you're in that sort of situation, and then like you got one person going on the net, that's not my style. You know what I'm saying? So like when everyone's every minute talking, it made me just have a dislike for just how people move. You know, no one's there, because it's like I ain't a puppet. I ain't part of no one's circus. I ain't a clown. You know what I'm saying to you? So in my mind, that's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? And it was bugging me out. I was asking myself like, but it's entertainment, innit? You know what I'm saying?
It's a fine line, babe.
Fine line between the entertainment and becoming like someone's newspaper for the day. You know, no one's there. And that was what was really bugging me out. So I was dealing with that, and I kind of just felt like, I can't bother. You get me? I was listening to the music I was making, and it was what Fekky does, the hype, shut it down. But I don't know, I'm getting a bit older as well. So it's like, I'm listening to the project and I'm thinking, like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about all this, I'm saying to you. And naturally, but in my mind, I'm a businessman. I've always been about business. And I feel like music's always dragged me away from everything else I wanted to do. No one's there. And I can't complain, because it took me away from a lifestyle that I could, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that lifestyle, I could have died or something and not even do what I want to do anyway, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, every day I might see something, I think, wow, I wonder how much this building costs. I wonder if I could open, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm thinking, nah, you got to get to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Or I might see, like, even when I see like Uber, I think, wow, I wonder if someone could challenge Uber, you know what I'm saying? Thinking of that, but then I think, oh no, you got to go to an interview, you know what I'm saying? So I can't, you know what I'm saying? So that challenge as well was bugging me out, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what, it's long. So I kind of was hard for that to just tell everyone I'm done, you know what I'm saying? And that's why the project's called For Life, because I was in the studio one time, and it's like, I done like a freestyle for 6 minutes, and I got a lot off, and was all in there, and then I played it. Everyone was like, blood, they were like, whoa, like, what's going on? Like, where did this come from? Like, I'm in this thing for life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I thought, that's why I called it For Life. It's about the energy around the tape, you know what I'm saying? We've got like 17 songs.
78, that's a lot.
I made 78, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of thought, like, I'm not a person to be defeated. I'm not really like, but I wasn't looking at it from a defeated angle. I was looking at it, I just can't bother. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't inspiring you anymore.
Yeah, just like, because remember, music's changed a lot. Social media's changed. So everyone wants to know your personal life. Everyone wants to know what you're doing, I'm saying, and if that got to a point, like, especially like, it's like, I don't know, people make up these pages as well. You don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, and they could put a caption to drive people to say certain things and whatnot, and I just couldn't bother with it. Because I know if I knew who you were, you wouldn't do that. And you know that, you know what I'm saying? But you're hiding behind it, and I just couldn't bother. So that's kind of why I went posting a lot to my social media, but it helped me because the project I've made now is unbelievable.
Attitude's the first release?
The first, like, All the Smoke was like, All the Smoke and No Apologies with Nay Smalls were the feelers. Okay. They're going to be on the project, but they were like, All the Smoke was like more, remember I had that little thing with Tory Lanez that week? I just thought, you know, All the Smoke, I just chucked it out. So All the Smoke was more that kind of vibe, and then Attitude was, I mean, No Apologies was like, more like, let me see what people think if I show them I can do this or I can do that type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? And Attitude's like both of them together. So I'm saying.
How do you think that's going to go down with your fans?
My fans, see, the thing about Fekky's fan base is mad loyal. I'm still trying to grow at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So, and remember something, the people that were supporting me 5-6 years ago, they might not be doing, you don't know what's going on in their life now. They've probably got kids where, you know what I'm saying? So there's a whole nother youth you got to get to, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, on the project, you got, like, I got songs with, like, Heady, Ambush, people like that are kind of, like, more in the youth right now, do you know what I mean? So I've kind of tried to make the project be for everyone, not just move like a rapper that is just catering to his own fan base. We got to grow it, do you know what I mean?
Why MixTape as opposed to an album?
Because it's just not an album. It's not. It's definitely a mixtape. It's a mixtape. It's because it's very everything was very like randomly put together, you know what I'm saying? So I'll call it a mixtape. I feel like an album, I don't know, I would literally work a bit more on a certain style, do you know what I mean? I feel like this mixtape, you're gonna get so much different styles, different bangers coming from left, right and centre. It's just a mixtape, you get me?
So what, now you've released this, you're obviously gonna perform it, do what you gotta do for the next X amount of time. Yeah. But what's the strategy beyond that? Because obviously people are gonna want an album. People are going to want to see those collaborations. Is there anybody that you want to work with as well? Like, how's it going to work? Take me through the next couple of years, how you see it.
We've got F Music. It's bigger than me now. The whole situation is a bit bigger than me. Like, I look at myself in the next 2 to 3, 4, 5 years. I'd like the UK Diddy, UK Birdman, kind of putting on artists, you know what I mean, through myself, you know what I mean? And I feel like the album will come maybe after that process. I feel like we're going to start on after we get this project, we're going to start on F Music and build it up. We're going to have headquarters, studio, we'll have the youth coming through. It's going to be like a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing of myself, sorry, is that I'm very in the lifestyle, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't think we have a perfect lifestyle for the rappers over here. Like, that's why when everyone goes to America or something, they're like, oh, America's sick, like, day parties, rappers are like looked up to that so much, you know, over here. There's not much for us over here, so I feel like we're gonna kind of incorporate that style, do you know what I mean? Like where we put on a tour for the F Music with the artists as well, do you know what I mean? Just, yeah, I feel like it's gonna more delve into more me becoming more of like a Zek, but at the same time, like a player of Zek, you know, like a player manager. Yeah. So I'll be playing, but yeah.
What you gonna? You see that spat recently? Wiley come out and said what he said about the whole Drake, Ed Sheeran thing. What are your thoughts on that? Do you care? Has he got a point?
You know what it is? It's like, Wiley's got a point. Drake's probably got a point back. Ed Sheeran's probably got a point back. It's like, what's the right answer? You know what I'm saying? Ed and Storm did the teeth my video shot though. That was on the teeth my shot for my video. But apart from that, it's like, I just feel like everyone's got a point. I could have an opinion, and then you could have an opinion back to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Wiley feels like my man didn't come back and look to everyone, but he might feel like he went on that journey. Then you can kind of compare Ed to Dizzy and say Dizzy went and done what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's right, who's wrong? But there's always sense in the madness. That's what everyone to realise that. You know what I'm saying? There's always sense in the madness. So don't look at lying and look at things and judge. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you've got to pick things apart and work out for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Fekky, want to close with anything?
Listen, for life, man, I want everyone to make sure they get that. Make sure when the tour tickets come out, you cop the tour tickets. I feel like I feel like this is the Fekky that I feel like over the years I've always had. We love Fekky, but I wish he could do more. I want to hear more about Fekky's life. This is the Fekky that everyone's been waiting for. You know what I mean? This is the all-rounder Fekky. This is the time. Like this is me. I feel this is my legacy. You know what I'm saying? So I want everyone to make sure they look into the album, man, for life, man. And F music. It's gonna be a big movement, man. Done now.
Thanks for your time, my brother.
Appreciate it.